Okay, so, I have no earthly idea of what I'm doing right now. So, I decided that I was going to do what I have seen and researched a lot online in preparation for this and do a video vlog, video, vlog, whatever they are. Anyway, so today's Monday, and on Friday, I am having surgery. My first major surgery. And I don't know how I feel about it. So, to give you a little bit of backstory. All of my life, I have had this nagging nasal congestion that just never really went away. And it's been a constant problem. I've never been able to, really consistently and easily breathe through my nose. And so it's one of those things where I was just like, oh, well, okay, I guess that's a thing. And, apparently I complained to my mother about it in childhood, and she took me to an ENT and was told, oh, hey, you have nasal polyps. Don't know what happened after that. I have no idea why it didn't get fixed or whatever. Fast forward probably, I don't know, 15 years, maybe 20. And I asked my primary care doctor, I was like, hey, I got told I had nasal polyps as a child. And can we talk about getting them taken out so I can breathe like a normal person? And my primary care physician at that point in time said, no, because they'll probably grow back. Okay. Not with that doctor anymore either. So, fast forward again, and here we are. It's now 2020, and we're in the middle of the corona apocalypse. But we'll rewind to the end of 2019, and I said, okay, now's the time for us to do some homework on this and figure out WTF. So I find a new ENT, and they're like, hey, you need a CT so we can look inside your head and see what's going on. I was like, okay, great. So I go and get a CT done, and they look at it, and they're like, oh. And so normal people have these, nice clean lines and structures in their nose to separate your nostrils and your sinuses and, the bridge of your nose and your septum, so everything is all nice and neat. Well, mine looks like it's been hit by a Mack truck. And that is pretty much why I can't breathe. I have basically what's called a deviated septum, where the middle part of my nose, back in my head, goes like this instead of like this. And there are also these other structures inside your nose called turbinates. And there are two sets of three. And you have the lower one, the middle one, and the upper one, for the easiest way to explain it. And they are designed to humidify and filter the air that you breathe through your nose. Well, sometimes that bottom set gets unusually large, and that's what happened with mine. I have what's called inferior turbinate hypertrophy. Basically, a fancy way to say that the bottom set of those filter humidifiers is too big. And that's why I can't breathe. And I've never been able to breathe. And I've never been told this before in my entire life. So this is an entirely new thing to me. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm thinking I just have nasal polyps. I do also have nasal polyps, which also showed up on the CT. But in addition to the nasal polyps, I also had the enlarged turbinates, plus my ethmoid sinuses. I have to remember the name of that. My ethmoid sinuses are completely blocked. So, not only can I not breathe, but I have sinuses that can't drain. Yeah. Basically, I'm really fucked up in the head. And not in the mental sense. So, yeah, it sucks. But they were like, oh, well, we can do wonders for you. And I'm like, go on. And, they talk about the types of ways that you can fix it. And so that's what's happening on Friday. I am having a turbinate reduction and a septoplasty, where they are going to fix my septum. They are going to shrink those oversized turbinates, and they're going to clean out my ethmoid sinuses. And by the end of it, I will probably be able to breathe, probably almost like... Oh, yeah, and they're going to take out the polyps that they saw in the CT and in the camera that stuck up my nose. So, yeah, I might be able to breathe like a normal person after all this is done. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. The only other surgery that I've had was LASIK, which I highly recommend if you ever get the chance and you have the money or the insurance or both. And for LASIK, you're awake. They just give you really good happy pills. And yeah, that's the only thing that I've ever had done. I've never had a broken bone. I've never been to the ER. I've not had any major intentional issue. So, yeah, this is uncharted territory for me. I'm going under the knife for who knows how long for general anesthesia. Oh, boy. Here we go. If you know my family history, the people in my family don't tolerate general anesthesia well. So, that's what makes me a little bit apprehensive, too. So, we're just going to see how this works. And, yeah. I mean, that's it. So this is the visit on camera before the surgery. My pre-op visit was this past Friday. And, yeah, surgery's on Friday. So we'll see how this goes. Sean, the other half, and my personal nurse Ratchet, will probably have some video of me coming out of general anesthesia. I hope, against hope, that I am not one of those people that is America's Funniest Home Videos worthy coming out of anesthesia. And if I am, I really want my $10,000. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's gonna be fun times. So I'm gonna edit this and let you see this part. The next video, I don't know when it's going to happen. It may happen on the fly. I would much rather do it all together at the end. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, questions, comments, ask me. Like our page. Put your questions in the comments. Subscribe. And all that good stuff. I told you I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just making this up as I go. So yeah, that's it. And I'll see ya in the next video. Bye.